Good morning. We'll wait. I know it's been quite a while, so we will wait and hopefully some people will get joined in. I know it's been, what would have been since this past Thursday is when we finished the book. Friday, I didn't read to you. And then Monday and Tuesday were your catch-up days. So this is our first day back together. So I'm excited about that. And we are starting our new book that you guys voted on. I love that dog. It is actually by the same author as the last book we read, The Boy on the Porch. So that's exciting. Wait just about another minute. Get some people logged on. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Hey, Zach. All right. All right, we will go ahead and get started. And then if you talk to any of your friends and they happen to have missed the first part of it, they can always go back on the YouTube page and watch the recording of it. All right. So first chapter, Jack, room 105, Miss Stretchberry. September 13th. I don't want to because boys don't write poetry. Girls do. September 21st. I tried. Can't do it. Brain's empty. September 27th. I don't understand the poem about the red wheelbarrow and the white chickens and why so much depends on them. If that is a poem about the red wheelbarrow and the white chickens, then any words can be a poem. You've just got to make short lines. Okay. And this is kind of the way the book is written, like a poem. It's written like a poem. October 4th. Do you promise not to read it out loud? Do you promise not to put it on the board? Okay, here it is, but I don't like it. So much depends upon a blue car, splattered with mud, speeding down the road. October 10th. What do you mean? Why does so much depend upon a blue car? You didn't say before that I had to tell you why. The wheelbarrow guy didn't tell why. October 17th. What was up with the Snowy Woods poem you read today? Why doesn't the person just keep going if he's got so many miles to go before he sleeps? And why do I have to tell more about the blue car splattered with mud speeding down the road? I don't want to write about that blue car that had miles to go before it slept. So many miles to go in such a hurry. October 24th. I am sorry to say I did not really understand the tiger burning bright poem, but at least it sounded good to my ears. Here is the blue car with tiger sounds. Blue car, shining bright in the darkness of night. Who could see you speeding by like a comet in the sky? I could see you in the night, blue car, shining bright. I could see you speeding by like a comet in the sky. Some of the tiger sounds are still in my ears, like drums, beat, beat, beating. October 31st. Yes, You can put the 2 blue car poems on the board, but only if you don't put my name on them. November 6th. They look nice typed like that on blue paper on a yellow board, but still, don't tell anyone who wrote them, okay? And what does anonymous mean? Is it good? November 9th. I don't have any pets, so I can't write about one. And especially, I can't write a poem about one. November 15th. Yes, I used to have a pet. I don't want to write about it. You're going to ask me why not, right? So it appears so far that this is a student who's kind of communicating it a bit with his teacher. It appears as if the teacher asked him to write a poem, in which he did, but he did not want his peers, his other classmates, to know that it was his poem. And it looks like the teacher has asked him to write a poem about a pet. Pretend I still have that pet. Can I make up a pet, a different one, like a tiger or a hamster, a goldfish, turtle, snail, worm, even a flea? November 29th. I liked those small poems we read today. When they're small like that, you can read a whole bunch in a short time. And then in your head are all the pictures of all the small things from all the small poems. I liked how the kitten leaped in the cat poem and how you could see the long head of the horse in the horse poem. And I especially liked the dog in the dog poem because that's just how my yellow dog used to lie down with his tongue all limp and his chin between his paws, and how he'd sometimes chomp at a fly and then sleep in his loose skin. Just like that poet, Miss Valerie Worth, says in her small dog poem. December 4th. Why do you want to type up what I wrote about reading the small poems? It's not a poem, is it? I guess you can put it on the board if you want to, but don't put my name on it in case other people think it's not a poem. December 13th. I guess it does look like a poem when you see it typed up like that. But I think maybe it would look better if there was more space between the lines, like how I wrote it the first time. And I like the picture of the yellow dog you put beside it, but that's not how my yellow dog looked. January 10th. I really, really, really did not get the pasture poem you read today. I mean, somebody's going out to the pasture to clean the spring and to get the little calf while he's out there, and he isn't going to be gone long, and he wants you. Who is you to come too? I mean, really? And you said that Mr. Robert Frost, who wrote about the pasture, was also the one who wrote about the snowy woods and the miles to go before he sleeps. Well, I think Mr. Robert Frost has a little too much time on his hands. January 17th. Remember when the wheelbarrow poem you read the first week of school? Maybe the wheelbarrow poet was just making a picture with words, and someone else, like maybe his teacher, typed it up, and people thought it was a poem because it looked like one typed up like that. And maybe that's the same thing that happened with Mr. Robert Frost. Maybe he was just making pictures with words about the snowy woods in the pasture, and his teacher typed them up, and they looked like poems. So maybe people thought that they were poems, like you did with the blue car things and reading the small poem things on the board. Typed up, they looked like poems, and the other kids are looking at them, and they think they are really poems. And they are all saying, who wrote that? All right, we are going to stop there. So It appears as if this student is communicating back and forth with his teacher, and he's writing poetry. He's not sure that it's poetry yet, but his teacher is displaying it, but he doesn't want his friends to know that it was him writing it. So I am going to send you a link in your Canvas inbox for a quick Zoom meeting. All right, so I will see y'all then.